Manchester United 3, Bournemouth 0. 17th game of the Premier League season. United have gone ahead to win yet another game of football in a very beautiful style that everyone is going to go on and really recon with, and obviously go on and accept that this team is really sublime and we are really hitting the ground running under Erik ten Hag. Amidst everything going around Manchester United, not being backed, not having a striker, and very many others, Erik ten Hag is really turning the available players into an army that can really take him to success that United has been yearning for the very many years. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys? And where are you watching us from? Rock and David is my name. Smash the like button, comment and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, lower right bottom corner, that's the place to be. Smash the subscription button because you want to hit 10,000 subscribers. And I know I want to see close to 200 likes onto this video because you've gone ahead to clinch another milestone. We are now having 35 points, level with Newcastle. The reason as to why Newcastle is ahead of us is simple. Newcastle have more goals, have a more goal difference than ours. We are having, is it 8 or 7? We are having 7 goal difference. Newcastle are having close to 20 goals. That means that we need to go on and really go ahead and really score goals. As I told you in the match preview before this game started, that this game is all about United going all out and making in and getting in goals. Keep a clean sheet and get in more goals because we need these goals. We need these goals to really heighten our goal difference. But United came in through in the 23rd minute. Casemiro put the set piece, brought into Eriksen into the back of the net. Luke Shaw in the 49th minute, 4 minutes into the second half, doubled the lead in a very good way where he made a run from the center line of United and then laid that ball to find Bruno. Bruno released Garnacho and Garnacho did a cutback to find Luke Shaw, and Luke Shaw tapped it into the back of the net using his weak right foot, and it counted 2-0 for United. Now, in the 86th minute, Marcus Rashford, again, Luke Shaw floats a very long ball to find a player called Bruno. Bruno does a cutback, it finds Rashford, and Rashford really does a tap in at the back post. So that's how everything turned out to be for United. We've won another game of football at Old Trafford. And as I told you, we last lost a game at Old Trafford when we were playing a side called Brighton. Ever since then, we've gone ahead to register very many wins. Apart from the draw against Newcastle, the rest of the games at Old Trafford have been wins. We beat Arsenal, we beat Liverpool, we beat West Ham, we beat Tottenham Hotspur, we beat Nottingham Forest, and now we've gone ahead to beat Bournemouth. Six wins at Old Trafford and 1 draw and 1 loss. 8 games, 6 wins and 1 draw. Obviously, Erik ten Hag is soon fulfilling his promise of turning Old Trafford into a fortress. This is one of the quotes he said before this game of football, that we need to turn Old Trafford into a fortress it was when Sir Alex Ferguson was here, and obviously that is what he's turning into. Marcus Rashford on fire, Casemiro on fire, Luke Shaw coming in through and doing the needful, because we have to go on and break this down to the levels of you guys to understand it. Now, how did it start about? It started up with this free kick coming in from Eriksen, and obviously Casemiro went in to do that tap in into the back of the net. That is Casemiro, the United player that we really bought from Atletico Madrid. Sincerely speaking, to me, he's the best player so far under the Erik ten Hag era. I've even went ahead and tweeted that onto my Twitter account. This guy is the best player under the Erik ten Hag era. Most of you won't go ahead and really coincide with me, but if at all you know what it means to play as a CDM at Manchester in the Premier League and overpower very many people, you spare some time and score a goal for United. And mind you, these goals that has gone ahead to score are all important. Casemiro has scored 2 important goals. The one against Chelsea, the 9 minutes, that header was really great. And this one, they have scored against a team called Bournemouth. Because this game had really tied us up, we couldn't find space to really score against Bournemouth. But this is really a very good worked out goal onto the training ground, and the set piece coach of United once again has to go on and really get in the hails that he deserves, because he has gone ahead to get us another set piece goal after scoring a set piece goal against it was against Nottingham. Oh, no, it was against, was it Nottingham? Burnley. That Rashford goal that he scored when Eriksen really put him in through. I think it was against Nottingham. Then this time round, we played the game of Wolverhampton Wanderers, and you saw to it that the set pieces we are really bringing in had a plan. This time round, our first set piece, Eriksen delivered it very well. Obviously, Casemiro tapped it the back of the net to give us a fast lead into this game of football. And this is the game. This is the goal that won us the game, because it looked like we are not going to create an opening through the Bournemouth side, yet we are at home, and we are really doing passing at a very slow pace. I don't know why. We needed some quick passing to open out this compact defense of Bournemouth, because they came to play a bus and make it hard for us to score. But obviously in the 23rd minute, Eriksen is in swinger, crossed into a brilliant one. It beats the first man, and Casemiro is there to volley home at the near post. It's a fantastic finish, or it was a fantastic finish. The Brazilian has his second United goal, and Ten Hag's side went in control by his goal. This goal of Casemiro was really important, and people will never know the importance of this goal because they'll go on and Rashford scored, Luke Shaw scored, but the way he scored it, the run he made, he was really patient enough. The referee blew the whistle. He read it like a book and knew that obviously the guy was going to put the ball in that area, and he made a late run to meet that ball because most of the players had really submitted themselves into the 18-yard box area, and now they created space at the near post, and Casemiro came in through, and we did the needful and really tapped it to the back of the net to make it United 1 in the 23rd minute. And that's the beauty of United. And secondly, let's leave every set piece for Eriksen. To me, for the years I've seen Eriksen doing the set piece plays, no one does it better than him. The set plays, no one does it better than Eriksen. And let's leave the delivery of these set pieces to Eriksen. Even those near the 18-yard box area, Bruno, back off them. Rashford, back off them. This guy has the best technique in taking free kicks. He has the best techniques in delivery. So I believe in all set plays of United, it should be Eriksen to mastermind them, because this guy is really great. And Eriksen has bagged himself assists in 2 games with set plays. The game of Nottingham, he had a set play, and this one that we recently concluded of Bournemouth, he has gotten himself a set play. So it shows you that his creativity is really killer, and he shows you that he is here for a purpose to fulfill, and the manager really made it right to really get in a player like him to go on and really get the job done. So I believe it's better we put the set plays, or let the set plays for a player called Eriksen at Manchester United. Smash the like button. We are having close to 100 people watching in, and only how many likes? 4 likes, guys. Let's smash the like button because we are really doing great. I'm seeing Kalule Moses. I'm seeing Daniel Ibanda, Wayne Henry, Kalule Moses, Thomas Donko, Henry. I'm seeing you. But I'm going to come in and really dive into your match thoughts in the live chat after I've given you how this match of football really went in through and really got ourselves to the next level. Now, that's how the first half ended. We had only 1 goal scored, but we would have gotten more if at all we are really serious. But in the second half, guess what happened? This man called Luke Shaw came in through. He made a very beautiful run through the midfield and obviously gave that ball to Bruno. Bruno passed it to Garnacho, and Garnacho did the cutback, and Luke Shaw obviously used his weak right foot to really hit that ball into the back of the net to make it 2-0 for Manchester United. Luke Shaw today has really put in what we call a man of the match performance. Defensively, he was solid. Offensively, he was really on fire. Involved in 2 goals of United. That is a man called Luke Shaw, and I really liked the way he really executed everything in this game of football. If I told you love him, you are going to continue to love him. And this is what I've gone ahead to go ahead and really tell Malacia. Malacia is good. He's good at really holding that ball and passing through the half spaces, but his problem is one. Malacia doesn't have a final product in his game. That is something is to improve on, if at all, is to really cause problems to Luke Shaw. The reason as to why Luke Shaw is really playing ahead of Malacia, it's because of the final product Luke Shaw really gives Manchester United. Today, 2 balls delivered, and he scored 1, and obviously was involved into the creation of the 3rd one that Rashford really banged to the back of the net. It shows you that he's really at a different level, that obviously came in through and really got the job done. That is Luke Shaw for you, a man that really banged it in and gave United a 2nd goal for this game of football. Now we go to the 86th minute, when Luke Shaw really did a very long ball to find Marcus Rashford, and Marcus Rashford really panned it out well to put or to get a tap in at the far post, as you see him running for the celebration. But it was a Bruno masterclass pass that really found Marcus Rashford. You know, in this game of football, we're going to talk about Marcus Rashford, but they are going to forget about Bruno. Bruno got himself involved in 2 goals. For the 2nd goal, he was responsible for the secondary assist, because it's him who really releases Garnacho, and Garnacho does a cutback to find Luke Shaw, and Luke Shaw really taps it home to make it 2-0. Now, in the 3rd goal, Bruno gets that ball and obviously makes a very beautiful run and goes in. Sorry, Luke Shaw flops that ball. Bruno does a cutback to find Rashford onto the far post and taps it in. That's another assist for Bruno Fernandes. Remember, even in the game of Wolverhampton Wanderers, it was a connection between Bruno and Marcus Rashford. And I've always come here and told you that we should go ahead and really hail the combination of Bruno, Martial, and Marcus Rashford. All our prayers should be to it that even Martial joins the party, because he has not yet joined the party in this game of football. But obviously, Bruno is really having a very fantastic game at Manchester United, and obviously everything is really going on well for a player known as Bruno Fernandes and Rashford. Bruno is registering in assists, and I believe it's really a very good game and game plan for Erik ten Hag. What a way to start off the World Cup break after era, because we looked a little bit shaky, but I think we are getting back to where we're supposed to be. In the game of Wolverhampton Wanderers, it was really hard for us, but we found out means of really hurting a team called Wolverhampton Wanderers through Bruno and Rashford combining. And again today, they've gone ahead to combine and really get in goals for themselves into that United side that everyone really know that we are on fire. But this win means a lot to Manchester United. If I told you never knew, we are now in the 2nd position, tied on the same points with Newcastle. We are having 35. Arsenal is having 44 points, meaning that Arsenal is 9 points ahead of Manchester United. I told you that we are really looking at that trophy. People might say, I'm really insane. Guys, I'm not insane, but we are really looking at that trophy. We are not far away from really getting that trophy into our cardboard. If at all we had competent owners who could go ahead and really back our manager, obviously we are going to go in and be title contenders. If we get players and Erik ten Hag is backed up into this January transfer window, obviously we are going to find ourselves into a situation of really winning this trophy. But unlucky enough, we don't have that luxury to get in those players that are really well required for Manchester United to get the job done, and that's where you hate the Glazers at this juncture. But that goal of Marcus Rashford has something that reminds us as United. And you know me here, I come in through and really get you everything that you guys deserve to know. So smash the like button. There are only 9 people liking this video. Guys, shame upon you guys. We are close to 120 people watching in, and only 9 have liked this video. Smash the like button like no other. Smash the like button, and if at all you're watching us for the very first time, go in and really hit the black button and subscribe to this channel. Now, this Rashford goal is into the history of Marcus Rashford. Rashford is the first player to score in 6 successful home appearances for Manchester United in all competitions since Wayne Rooney, a run of 7 from February to April in 2012. That is Wayne Rooney. Now, what are those goals that Marcus Rashford has scored? Those 6 goals Marcus Rashford has gone ahead to score. He scored against West Ham. He scored against Burnley. He scored against Nottingham. He scored against this team that we just played, Bournemouth. He scored against Nottingham. So he has scored in 6 successful home appearances for Manchester United in all competitions. That is Marcus Rashford for you, and obviously he's really taking us to the level of really getting where we are, and he's really trying to fulfill the dream of Eric Ten Hag, because Ten Hag told us that Marcus Rashford can go ahead and really hit 20 Premier League goals. Today he has scored his 7th Premier League goal, meaning that 13 are yet to go, and I know he's going to go in and really hit that number because he is really on fire. He's firing in left, right, and center, and he's really having a very good system behind him that is really creating lots of goals for the man called Marcus Rashford. Good to see him into that form, and I believe we would all love to see him go ahead and really score goals, because the more he scores goals, the more United wins. Then for Eric Ten Hag, another stat that you need to know about this man that has really gone ahead to surface all the managers that have been at Manchester United. Now, Eric Ten Hag has now hit 25 games as a Manchester United manager. And how many has he won? He has won 18 out of the 25. So he's ahead of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Jose Mourinho and Moyes. Then there is Louis van Gaal, who won 12. Rangnick and Sir Alex Ferguson won 10. Solskjaer won 16. Mourinho and Moyes won 14 in their first 25 games of Manchester United. For Eric Ten Hag, he has gone ahead to win 18, and his winning rate is at 75%. It shows you that he is not here to joke. He's here to get United to where we are supposed to be, and that is the manager coming in from the Netherlands, doing the needful to really get us to the level where it's supposed to be. So smash the like button. Lots of things to talk about here at Manchester United, but there has been some bad news in this game of football. This man who just returned and made his first start out of the Eric Ten Hag era walked off the field of play in the 41st minute when that foul really went on him. It's really annoying, worrying, and it puts me into more to think, is Danny Van Beek not made to be a Manchester United player? Every time he gets a chance to play, luck is not on his side. Luck is not on his side. Here, he goes into this tackle to win the ball, and he's really put down. Walks off the field of play, all in pain, walks down the tunnel. Alejandro Garnacho comes in through to do this job for Manchester United. So very, very much bad for Donny van Beek. I feel sad for him. He's a very good player, talented, and he had really had at least some 2-3 games that had convinced the manager to get him back to the levels where he is now. Him getting an injury means that he's really going to go back and really get deep in form. That is bad. That is bad for him. I don't really like it. We need to see to it that this guy is fully fit for the club, see to it that he plays all the games of football for United, because where we are going, we need every player. Now let's wait and see what's going to happen tomorrow. I think he's going to undergo a scan and see what is happening to the knee. But the problem with the knee injury is that it's not easy. If at all he's to go for surgery, those are some 2-3 months out, and that will call for more signings for Manchester United. Moreover, the money is not there. So it's really worrying for the club of Manchester United. I don't know what you think about it, but we need God to come in and really save us, because we need the money, nowhere to be seen. We don't have the players. Now, what is Eric Ten Hag going to do? Because we are having lots of games that are really piled up. I thought that Donny van Beek was going to play again over the weekend in the game of Everton. Maybe Bruno will come in and play some 30 minutes to prepare him for the game of Man City, because that's going to be a do or die. That is, after this weekend we are into, next weekend, we are going to play a team known as Man City at Old Trafford. That should be a win. If at all we win, that means we are going to cut a little bit of the points that Man City have, and we are going to put ourselves in a better position to compete for this game of football. So smash the like button, guys, and subscribe. That is Donny van Beek. We are waiting for the update from the manager tomorrow, I think. Whether the scan is going to be conducted tomorrow or when, but I know by the end of this week, we will know that Donny van Beek is going to be out for a certain period of time, or the injury was not all that serious. It was just a precaution for the player to see to it that he really takes him there. But look at his landing, the way this leg really landed in through. And the referee really never even issued a yellow card. And VAR never came in through to really intervene and say, all right, the player deserves a red card, because such nasty tackles deserve for a player to go out, because he never even won the ball. And Donny van Beek won the ball, and he was the one who was forward and really put down. That is really ugly. VAR, you need to go out and really react very, very well and proudly, because we think you can do better, but your inconsistency is really affecting teams like Manchester United. So that is something great for Manchester United that has really gone ahead to go on and really happen to us. We've won. When you look at the Premier League table, we've gone ahead to win. We've gone ahead to win our 11th game of the season. We've drawn 2 and lost 4. Now we have a goal difference of 7. We've scored 27 goals and conceded 20. But the good thing is that as the season is growing into the much more harder stage, we are conceding less goals. We've gone ahead to keep a clean sheet. I've seen someone else into the comment section commenting about it. That's one of the positives that we should hint about onto this video, that we've kept another clean sheet today. Another clean sheet. Remember, we last conceded a goal in the Premier League when we were playing which team? I remember that of Newcastle 0-0. I mean at Old Trafford. Yes, I think we last conceded a goal in the game of Aston Villa. That's it. They beat us 3-1 away. Ever since we returned to play in the Premier League, we've not gone ahead to concede any goal. That's really something great. And this is something beautiful when you're going to go ahead and really play Man City. And this partnership that has played today has not been Rafael Varane and Lisandro Martinez. If I thought they kept a clean sheet, that means we have really reserved Rafael Varane. Not kicked the ball today. I think he's going to be fresh for the game of Everton on the weekend in the FA Cup, and maybe the manager is going to come out and really do the needful to see to it that we really win another game and really keep them fresh. Lisandro Martinez has come on the field of play and obviously has been really welcomed like a hero from the World Cup, and obviously I really loved it. They really welcomed him very, very well, and I really like the way that was made to happen at Old Trafford. Now let's get into what we call the stats and how they came in through. After these stats, I'm going to come out and read all your reactions into the comment section, into the live chat that we're really putting down. United had 18 shots. Burnley had 7. 6 shots on target by United. I think we deserved more. They're supposed to be 9. Shots on target, there are 4 for Burnley. And these, out of the 4, 3 would have been goals if at all David De Gea never pulled out some good saves. De Gea pulled out close to 3 good saves that really saw him get himself into that bracket of one of the best shot stoppers in the world. His ball distribution was on point, and all that and more you're going to tackle it on when we are into what we call the player ratings of Manchester United. Let's go to the possession. 59%. I think we deserved more. We needed close to 60 or 70 against Burnley, but Burnley today was a different team altogether. And the way they've changed from when they had Scott Parker and this new manager they're really having, he's really doing great. 41% possession by Burnley. 576 passes completed by United. We would have really hit it like 600 because that's what Ten Hag wants. 396 passes completed by Burnley. 85% passing accuracy by United. That is good. 78% passing accuracy by Burnley. 13 fouls committed by United. We fought the ball a lot. And then 7 for Bournemouth. Then yellow cards for United. I think Casemiro got a yellow card. I think Casemiro got a yellow card, right? I think it's the only one. He's the only one who got a yellow card. That is Casemiro. And I think his yellow cards are accumulating. I think he's now having 3. So in the game of... I think he's going to play the game of Man City. That's it. He's going to play the game of Man City because if at all he's to miss the next games, he's supposed to get 2 more yellow cards and he missed 1 game. That means he'll play against Arsenal and against Man City. Then yellow cards for Burnley, 3. 0 red cards for both sides. 0 offsides for Manchester United. 2 offsides to Burnley. 6 corners for United. 5 for Burnley. And obviously, we come in and really show you where United is. And this is where the mathematics comes in through and the permutations really start to arise here onto the United Matters channel. Look at United where we are. 35 points. Tied with Newcastle. Look at the number of games Newcastle has played. Newcastle has played 18 games. We've played 17. What does that mean? We win our game in hand. We hit 38 points. Meaning 3 points ahead of Newcastle and obviously getting into the 3rd position. That is the magic that is happening at Old Trafford, and that is that Erik Ten Hag magic that is in here for you. At Arsenal is just 9 points ahead of Manchester United, and guess what? In the next 2 games we are playing Arsenal, we happen to go at the Emirates and beat them, we would have really reduced it to 6. So, as I told you, and you guys thought that maybe I was mad, I told you United is into the title race. I'm not mad because I know the permutations. We are having 2 difficult games against Man City and Arsenal. If we happen to get points out of those games, we are going to be nearing the title and we'll be almost touching it. But what is going to get us out of the title battle is simple. The Glazers don't want to go all out and really get us into the transfer market to get in players that are supposed to go on and really help the manager. We are having close to 243 people watching in. Smash the like button to 100. Guys, please and please smash the like button to 100 people as I really go into your live chat messages right about now into the comment section. Smash them. 243 watching, only 25 likes, guys. Please. Let's do what we call reciprocation, guys. Let's support one another. Smash the like button and we get into what we call let's get into your comments. Now, Karule Moses, Casemiro is the man of the match today. Obviously, he has gone ahead to put in a performance of the man of the match, but I believe even Luke Shaw and David De Gea deserve to be into that contention. Thomas Donko, greetings from Ghana. Obviously, you are really great. Thomas Donko, it has come to pass. Yeah, you predicted 3-0. I remember very well. You and Adepeya Nisam, I think, have I got the name right? You both predicted 3-0 and most of the people predicted 3-0. I went 3-0 also, but I called in for like 4-5 if at all we really operate better in the final third. Kalule, Moses perfect, but Martial needs more time to come up because losing many chances. But to me, one problem I'm having with people who criticize Anthony Martial is, if at all he goes ahead and really misses out on like 3 clear-cut chances, I'll go out and really blame him. But he got 1 clear-cut chance against Wolverhampton Wanderers. He missed it. Against Bournemouth, he had 1 clear-cut chance. He missed it. It was a header in between 2 defenders. That's it. But people are criticizing him. You get? If you want him to go on and really score in those goals, do the needful, get him the ball many times. And this is something that we should improve at Manchester United. It's really luring us back as United. We need to create more chances. Because look at Haaland. Like the game he scored at Brest where they are playing Leeds at Etihad, he got close to 3 or 6 chances. He scored 2. You get? In just 30 seconds, he got a keeper to beat and he couldn't dink that ball over the goalkeeper. He even got another one, missed it out. But towards the end of the first half, he got a goal and put them ahead. So I believe we need to create more chances. That's it. We need to create more and more chances. Then Thomas Donko, another clean sheet kept. Obviously, another clean sheet kept for Manchester United. I think that is the 7th clean sheet of the season. Not so. Our first clean sheet was against Leicester, Southampton. Then we kept a clean sheet against Newcastle. We kept a clean sheet against Tottenham Hotspur in the Premier League. We kept another one against Bournemouth. We kept again one Nottingham. There is another clean sheet we kept, I think. We have like 7 clean sheets now. That's it for United. Now, Umweni Henry, United for life, obviously. Another clean sheet, obviously, it came in through. Thank you for Unemi Henry for watching in. Thomas Donko, we will beat Man City come 14th January, trust me. I believe too that they are going to fail. I believe Man City are going to follow the sort of Manchester United. That's it. Then Karule Pasco is telling me that De Gea is superb, goalkeeper. Wow, has saved like 4 saves. I think they've been 3. 2 of which have been world-class saves, all textbook saves for David De Gea. Then Henry Umweni, another good performance from United. I just subscribed to you channels, bro. Obviously, if at all you're watching in through, there is another channel called Rokani Media Football. You can as well find me that side when I'm doing sports of other teams. Then, thank you by the Umweni Henry. Then, Daniela Ibanda, Casemiro is a blessing and Rashi is on fire. Right, that's it. Casemiro is really a blessing at the club of Manchester United. Adepare Opeyemi, United up. And you are telling me that you told me 3-0. Obviously, you got the prediction right. Thank you for watching in and keep predicting. United is really making us smile from one ear to the other. Not so? Then Rashi and Casemiro on fire. That is Unemi, Henry. They are on fire. That's it. Kenneth Wokato, do you think that we need another striker? Kenneth from Umbale, we not only need one, but we need 2. We need 2. We need 2 to come in through and really get this job done. That's it. We need 2 strikers, not even 1. But the board is willing to go out and really get in 1 on a chip. And I think it's going to be Memphis Depay. Because Lord Whitwell has come out and told us that the United board is willing to go on and really get in another striker. I think if we could get at least 3 points from 6 against Arsenal and City, then we good to go. I think we can collect 6. What you've talked about, 3 good, 4 are good. Yeah, good. That's it. Other than getting draws in both games, you rather lose 1 and win 1 such that you get 3 points. But I believe the best team to beat is Man City. To me, that's the best team to beat. Because for Arsenal, we can find them and they can lose. But Man City, if you find them, you have to really cut their speed and beat them because they are really having a very good team. And when they go on a good run, they'll be hard to beat, but they are really struggling. And let's wait and see the result they're going to get against Man City tomorrow on Thursday. I'm having Daniel Ibanda. For sure, United needs a striker to put more pressure on Martial. Yeah, but Martial does not get chances. That's it. He doesn't get chances. That's it. You get? Tell me that he gets the chances Rashford gets and doesn't net them back on the net. Because today, 2 tap-ins of Shaw and Rashford came in through and they tapped those balls in. You get? So I believe we need to go on and do the needful. Okwi Richard, Rokani, I already see us seated on the right gear. Back to the glory days. Ten Hag is a real bull. Yeah, he's a real bull. He has really retained sanity in the dressing room. He has gone ahead to let players know that I'm not a man to joke with. And he has really brought back the winning spirit and the spirit to die for the shirt of Manchester United, the badge. That is Ten Hag for you, and is doing a very good job. Thank you, Okwi Richard. Umweni Henry, watching from Italy. Oh my God. This is what God does. Thank you. Thank you for watching in through. Thomas Donko, we don't have a problem at the back and the midfield. What we need is a typical striker, not Giroud. Yeah, we've been linked to Olivier Giroud, and I also don't want Olivier Giroud. We'd rather get in Memphis Depay to get that job done. But there is even Marcus Thuram, who is really at 9 million euros to 12. I think I can come in and get the job done. If you watch the World Cup, you saw him play for a team called France. He came in through and even played very well. He has 15. He has scored 18 goals in 17 matches in the Bundesliga. So he's really on fire. Prince Alex, any update on Donny? I'm waiting to see what the scan is going to go out and really reveal to us as far as the United news is concerned. But we cannot come out and allege on how badly the injury is on him, but he really left out in pain. That's it. Then we are having Kaule Moses Pasco. My worries about scoring goals is not good at all. We need pure strikers to help Martial. No, one thing we should first work on is to create chances for Martial. That's it. Even if you bring in Haaland at Manchester United, tell me now, Haaland, tell me a game of Man City you've seen when Haaland has scored all the chances they've created for him. If Haaland scores a hat-trick in a game, they might have created for him like 5 or 6 chances, meaning that every 2 chances he scores 1. Every 3 chances he scores 1. What we need to do, let's first build a culture at Manchester United that creates more chances for our forwards. That's it. Let's not blame them because Martial is always isolated. You get? We need to do a build-up of a game that really benefits our strikers to really create goals. I was even talking to my friend known as Damian here. I told him, please, we need to get in a system that really scores in goals for Manchester United. Then we are having sorry about that. Semanda Muzamiru Bisaka is now better. Yeah, is now better. But the boost of Delo, and you've seen the difference that Delo brings to this team. Delo comes on through. The way he really approaches the final third of the opponent is really pressuring, and it threatens the opponent to the very huge level that he adds a lot to our attack. That's what we need for Delo to come in through and really be available always. So Bisaka is really improving, but Diego Delo is a better option for Manchester United. Then we are having Rivers Mwanje. Clear, that's great. Thank you for watching in. Prince Alex De Gea is the man of the match. I believe there are 3 contenders for the man of the match: David De Gea, Casemiro, and Luke Shaw. But all that is going to come in what we call the player ratings. You know how we do it here, not so? Then I'm having Brista. David, I'm not happy with Bruno's performance. You know, Bruno loses lots of the balls, but he finally gets us an output. But sometimes, one day he'll lose that ball and will cost us, because I saw him lose a ball in the first half, but obviously he has gone ahead to really get himself involved in 2 big goals. That is good for him, and he's really putting in records that are really consistent. So he's consistent in creating assists, but he needs to improve in his final ball, and those flicks and Hollywood passes should sometimes be really minimized in his game. Jonah Ikede, United on fire. Then we are having Ochira Caesar. He's telling us that I'm worried about Donny. It seems that injury could be serious here because he walked off in a lot of pain, guys. He walked off in a lot of pain. Then Okwi Richard Rokani, we really need a serious striker to fire for us goals and help Martial as well. Don't think so. Yeah, we need a striker, that's it. Because Martial is not going to play every game, that's it. He's not going to play every game because he has been playing now. I think this is his 5th start for United this season. Great to see it that he's playing all those games for United and he's not injured. So that is something great for him, but we need to find another striker to see to it that sometimes Martial comes off the bench, and even when he comes in through, I don't believe in Marcus Rashford leading the line. We need to be getting on a player who is a striker and let Rashford play onto that side because injuries are accumulating at Manchester United. We need more players. Anthony is injured. Donny is injured. We need to get in more players at the club. That's what I really believe that is going to take us ahead of other teams, but I don't see the Glazers doing it because what they are really concentrating on is the sale of Manchester United. That's what the Glazers are really concentrating on. Then we are having Luck. Ten Hag proved you wrong. You used to say he wouldn't be a good manager. Me? Guys, you've been watching this channel. Go back and check the videos. Last year, in March, I used to recommend Erik ten Hag to come in and really become the manager of Manchester United. I've never come out and said ten Hag is incompetent. I've never said that. Never have I. Unless you watched another channel, but not me. And I'm the only person who broadcasts on this channel. I've never said that. I was 100% team Erik ten Hag. I never needed Pochettino. And I said ten Hag is the best man for the job. And I was really jubilating when he really came in through because I based my argument on him being both a coach and a manager. United last had a coach and the manager in Louis van Gaal. Even Ferguson was not a coach and the manager. Ferguson was only a manager. He was not a coach. He was good at recruiting managers. He was good at recruiting coaches to come in and coach these footballers. Even that's what Paul Pogba really said. So, I never said that. I never said that. Never did I say that in my life. Guys, smash the like button to 100. We are having 200 people watching in and only 41 likes. Smash the like button to 100, guys. Smash it. Smash it. I think Luck, I think you've gotten my point very well. Then Damian DiGeno, thank you very much for watching in through. I got the prediction right, bro. Thank you. Yeah, you really did. You really did. 3-0. Then Colin Sunny, United is doing great work. Obviously, we are doing a very great work at Manchester United. The players are really lively. You see how everything is going on very well at the club. And the players are enjoying themselves. And wins are coming in through and we are really getting in there for you. And secondly, the even distribution of these goals, the way they are coming in through. First and foremost, Shaw has scored, Casemiro has scored, and Rashford, the constant. The previous match of Wolverhampton Wanderers, it's Rashford who scored. The other one of Nottingham, Martial scored, Rashford scored, and the third one came in from Freddie. So, if you are having that even distribution of goals, that means any player in your team can come up and really score goals, and that's what we need at Manchester United. So, we need the likes of Varane to come on the score sheet sometimes. We need to see Delors. We need to see Malacia. We need Eriksson scored. Eriksson has been scoring, by the way. In the game of Fulham, Eriksson scored. Then this game that we played in the Carabao Cup, he scored. So that even distribution of goals is really great for the club of Manchester United and really takes us far and far and far, if at all you know what that means. Because I better have 10 players scoring goals for me evenly than having one player leading the line and scoring goals. You look at Man City, Haaland is in at Man City scoring in very many goals, but they lost Gabriel Jesus, they lost Sterling. Sterling alone could average 30 goals a season. You get? He could score like 20 in the Premier League, then the Champions League, Carabao Cup and FA, he could score like 10. That is him for you. For Jesus, he could score like 15 and then create like 15. So they lost 60 goals in 2 players. I rather have players scoring in goals evenly than having one striker who really scores in goals only. And that is affecting Man City because sometimes when Haaland fails to score, nothing happens for City. You saw him in the game of Everton, where they drew 1-1 over the weekend. He was even desperate, and he deserved to be sent off the field of play because he went ahead to do a foul that was bookable, and he was supposed to be sent off the field of play and was not sent off. So I believe in us having very many players that really score in goals. Then I'm having luck. At this level, United will destroy Barca in the UEFA Europa League. I'm 100% sure we are going to destroy them. We are going to destroy them. That's it. Barca is really struggling. They are really struggling. They are really doing badly off. So I think we are going to beat them and send a message to Frankie de Jong that you rejected our move to United, but we have gone ahead to knock you out of the UEFA Europa League. Now go spend your life in the La Liga. In the summer, make up your mind and come to Manchester United. That's it. Then Colin Sammy, we love you, Erik ten Hag. This guy is really adored by the fans of Manchester United, and I know a lot of love is being reciprocated to him. Then we are having Osama Kamara. Good luck to Man United. Lule Yusuf Chironde, thanks for the commentary, bro. You guys are really great. 200 watching in, but there is one thing you are not doing for me. You're not smashing the like button. Only 55 likes. 200 people watching in and only 56 likes. Smash it, smash it. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, go into the lower right bottom corner. There is a black button that has what is subscribe. Smash it. After smashing it, hit the notification bell. That will enable you get notified every time I upload a video onto this channel. I'm having Carole Moses, Pascal, Rokan David. How many coaches do Man United have? They have a defense coach. They're having a set piece coach. They have a throw-in coach. They have a midfield coach, that is a defensive midfield coach. They're having an attack midfield coach. They're having a forward coach. Those are 6. United has like 8 coaches. 8 coaches. They're having a goalkeeping coach. You get? There is even a coach responsible for the psychology of the players. There is even a coach responsible for what the players eat. You get? So there is even a coach that they're trying to bring who really coaches the players. The riders of the Tour de France that ride those bicycles. So we are having a team of like 15 coaches. That's it. The most famous are Erik ten Hag, the head, Van der Gaal, his assistant, McLaren, the other one, and Ben McCarthy. There is even this other set piece coach of Manchester United. I've forgotten his name, but when it comes to my head, I'll come in and really get his name back to you. Then I'm having Thomas Donko. That is not true about the manager. You did not speak anything bad about him. Yeah, that's it. I've never spoken anything bad about Ten Hag. For God's sake, I love this guy because I was admiring him even when he was at Ajax. Before even United thought of sacking managers like Jose Mourinho, I was even an admirer of Erik ten Hag, and I was really following him up because of how he trains, his system of play, and most importantly, the way he really gets players from the academy, grooms them, and integrates them into the first 11 of the club. That's it, and that's why he came out and told you this week that has taken over the under-21s, under-23s of Manchester United because he needs to see that integration from the academy to the first team really go through to see to it that he produces players like Frankie de Jong, Donny van de Beek, Matthias de Ligt, the Gravenberchs of this world, the Julian Timbers. You get very many good players he really nurtured from the academy of Ajax to the first team of Ajax. So I'm having Danish Okwera. Thank you very much for really putting in those fingers. Then Kalunji Najib, United needs a striker. Bro, yeah, we need a striker. We need a striker, but I know we are going to get one. That's it. We are going to get one. But one position you should forget is all about the right back. I believe there is no money from the Glazers. I think Aaron Bissaka is going to stay, and they are going to be sharing that responsibility of the right back position with Dalot. Thank you very much for watching. Haja Darani, we are the best team in the world. Not really. This is just getting carried away. We're not yet the best team, but we are going to get there. I know in 1 or 2 seasons, with Erik ten Hag, United getting in new owners, Glazers leaving, backing him up, getting the players he wants, there is no way you're not going to be the best team in the world. Obviously, with Ten Hag and new owners who are really going to back him up, we are going to be the best team in the world. I'm having Esther Kumaka. When? All right. I think like 1 or 2 seasons from now, Ten Hag would have gotten the best players he deserves. That midfield will be having maybe a Frank de Jong, Casemiro, He'll be having a striker that he wants and very many other good players. So guys, thank you very much for watching it through. I love you all, guys. I love you all, but you're having a deficit of 39 likes on this video to hit 100 likes, guys. Please smash the like button and subscribe to this channel. Thank you guys for watching it through. United has gone ahead to win another game of football. We are placed 4th into the Premier League table, but tied onto the same points with Newcastle, 35-35. Luck is telling me new owners could sack Ten Hag like new Chelsea owners sacked Tuchel. That's no way. They cannot sack Erik Ten Hag. That's no way, because they know that he's doing wonders at the club and he is working under very, very bad conditions. Now, they are coming in through. We'll really see him getting backed and obviously give him a chance, because even let me bring up to speed. One of the owners I've seen sack very many managers is the former owner of Chelsea, known as Abramovich. But even when he came in through, Ranieri was the manager of Chelsea. He gave him a full season. And then sacked him. Then he brought in Jose Mourinho. He gave him a full season. He signed very many players, brought him through, and really brought in Jose Mourinho. But after Mourinho, he sacked Mourinho. He brought in, was it Villas-Boas? He sacked him. He brought in Scolari. He sacked him. He put there Avram Grant. He sacked him. He brought Conte. He sacked him. He brought Sarri. He sacked him. He brought Tuchel. Tuchel was sacked by this man. He brought Lampard. He sacked Lampard. He's the man I've seen sack very many managers on the job. But even when he took over the club, he retained Ranieri as the manager of Chelsea and then went ahead to do the needful. Now I'm having Aposo, Gabriel Ozzy, Glazers out. That's it. Glazers out. We want them out. Let them get our club back to where it was supposed to be, and then they put us to the level it's supposed to be. Then you're telling me we want Apple to invest in the United. Yeah, let's wait and see. But Apple said we are out. But there is a photo that was taken yesterday when Avram Glazer was spotted in Qatar. That's where he is. Negotiating means that United is going to get its next owner from the Arab world. That's it. Then Haja Darami, we are going to win the Premier League. We can. If at all we get backed. That's it. I tell you, if we can get backed in January, get in 3 signings, get in a center forward, get in 1 midfielder, and maybe a right back, I think we can win this league. We can win it. Today Bruno was a mess, bro. I think he was a mess, but he later redeemed himself. An assist for Marcus Rashford. Secondary assist to Alejandro Garnacho. That ball, he does a cutback to Luke Shaw, and Luke Shaw really scores the second goal for United. I think he redeemed himself. You know, he does lots of wrongs, but he later corrects those wrongs. But I think he should decrease or regulate on the number of wrongs he does, because he needs to be in that caliber of the likes of Kevin De Bruyne. Guys, I think let's call it a night. Not so. Thank you for being here with me. I'm returning with their player ratings. Wait for that video. I'm signing out for now. See you later. And I'm having, like I say, Jesus' injury will cost Arsenal a lot. I can see United surpassing them. If at all we get backed, we can surpass them. That's it. If at all we get backed, and even if we don't get backed, but Erik Ten Hag finds means of really getting Sancho back to his form, maybe integrating people like, maybe get Freddie, Scott McTominay, and really take them to the levels that they can compete without Casemiro and Eriksen, because Casemiro is not going to play every game. We can find ourselves into a better position of winning the league. Then Bethel Okori, Bruno is fantastic. Yeah, he's a very fantastic player, but my worry on him is simple. He loses very many balls in the midfield. He goes in for Hollywood passes that cost us. I believe he's supposed to be the driver of this team going forward. He's supposed to dictate the game. Get that ball, dictate it like you see Odegaard do it, like Kevin De Bruyne does it, Luka Modric. That's what Bruno is supposed to be doing. You get? Then Bruno is fantastic. Yeah, Esther Kumaka, who is buying United. I believe a consortium coming in from the Arab world is going to buy United. That's it. Because Avram Glazer, for the second time, has been seen in Qatar. He was first seen there when the World Cup was coming to an end. This time round, he was pictured yesterday in Qatar trying to really negotiate a deal to sell United. But as it stands, United has a person already ready to buy it, willing to meet the bid or the realistic evaluation for the Glazers of like 6 to 7 billion pounds for the United club. Then we are having Shalu Delsh. Hello from Trinidad and Tobago. New to your channel, better subscribe. Thank you very much for watching in. Thank you for coming in through. Subscribe, and after subscribing, do the needful and hit the notification button. Thank you. New viewer, you are welcome, and I really welcome you. Thank you from Trinidad and Tobago. That's the power of God. We are being watched from all corners of the world. Trinidad and Tobago, where is it? South America? Latin America? Maybe. Then lack Ronaldo's comments on United. Lack of investment is true. United never lacked investment, but we invested poorly. Let me bring you up to speed. Even this summer that we concluded in 2022, we would have gone ahead to get in more players. For example, I think we spent 35 million pounds more on Anthony. We would have spent 50 on Anthony and then spent the 35 on Cody Gakpo, and we brought him at the club. I believe in Casemiro. However much right now I cannot go all out and say Casemiro what, because I've gone ahead to prove many people wrong. I think if at all we went early enough for Casemiro in the summer, we would have got Casemiro at like 40 million pounds. We would have saved some 30, meaning that we spent close to 70 million pounds more than what we would have spent on other players. So investment has been always there, but because United lacks a structure that knows how to invest in a football club, that's why you've seen us do bad investments, like signing Harry Maguire at 80 million pounds. How would you? Do you know that Ruben Diaz came in for 60 million euros from FC Porto to, was it FC Porto or Benfica, to Man City? Aaron Wan-Bissaka being bought at 50 million pounds, yet Dumfries made his move from Netherlands to Italy at 25 million euros only. So I believe we've been investing poorly, but man has been there. But all that is a blame. All that blame falls on the Glazers, the board of United. That's it. I'm having Tony Cruz. Good. Thank you for watching in. Esther Kumaka. I wish Apple buy us. They cannot. They said they are not interested in United anywhere. Then Ogunadepo, hey from Nigeria. Nigerian people, how are you? Thank you for watching in. Then Shaldeshis in the Caribbean. All right, thank you very much for watching in through. Then like, I mean investment aside from players, I mean investment in the infrastructure. Yeah, you see, when you are having the bosses like the Glazers who are really thinking of really milking the club and getting dividends, you don't expect such things to happen, because these things have been called for by Ronaldo versus Kimera at the club, and they are not really catered for. But thank God they are leaving. We are saying bye-bye to them, and they are going to leave the club, and we are going to live a happy life. Good thing is that we are having a very good manager, Erik ten Hag, doing the needful for the club, and obviously we are up there in the top 4 positions. Qualifying for the Champions League is going to be a very good achievement for Erik ten Hag, having come out and confirmed us that that is one of the things he wants to see his players do. He wants to see United play in the Champions League next season. I believe we are up there with Liverpool sleeping, because when you look at the Premier League table, Liverpool has played 17 games, they're having 28 points, and United is having 35. We are 7 points ahead of Liverpool. So that means we are really doing great. Liverpool has to see to it that it wins more games and we lose others to go us and meet us. So we are approaching and looking at Man City. Let's wait and see what's going to happen between the game of Man City and Chelsea tomorrow. That is Thursday. And if at all Chelsea happens to beat them or really make them a draw, that means if we beat them at Old Trafford, we will be straight diving into the second position of the Premier League. So United is becoming an oil club. You don't like that? Let's wait and see what's going to be happening. But Avram Glazer was pictured down in the Arab world, that is Qatar. Good night, guys.